G'day guys, back again. Thought I'd do just a quick video. Just a couple of things to show what I scored off the flea bay recently. Just got them in today, so I thought I'd do a show and tell, so to speak. Before I do that, just a quick thing for Murloc. He was on he made a comment about I mentioned about an impression gun. I should in that old catalogue or video or so back. I shouldn't have called it a gun. It gave him the impression that it acted like a snap gun, pick gun. Not really. But actually, this is a rudimentary drawing, obviously. What you would do, that tool, you would secure your blank into the tool with that large wing nut. And on the end there is like a spring-loaded protrusion. And what happens, once the key is secured, you always find your spacings go to 0 on all, because you've got to give them a bit of a leading and trailing edge on the key blank to get a mark. Otherwise, if you just put a straight blank in there, you're not going to achieve anything. So yeah, depending what the 0 cuts or the lowest cut is on that to lock your drawing impression, you would set it up those spacings and depths, secure it to the tool, push the key into the cylinder as you would normally would, turn it under pressure to the right. Most times locks turn to the right, but depends on what the type of lock it is. Once it's fully in there under turning pressure, just push that trigger. What that does, that's spring loaded, that pushes against the part of the face of the bottom of the lock, or the face, depending on what, if it's a rim cylinder or if it was a padlock, it'd be the bottom. But yeah, pushes against that and retracts the key at the same time. So what that does, this is a very rudimentary drawing. See, under tension, when you pull the trigger, it pulls the key back across any binding pen, and what that happens is the binding pen will leave a scratch mark or a smudge or a drag mark, if you will, on the trailing edge of the key cut. That's the trailing edge there, and that edge in here is the leading edge. So yeah, so when you pull it out, the binding pen will leave a smudge mark on whichever pins are binding. Just concentrate on those. Just cut down to the next depth by II, or you can use the code machine, whatever turns your fancy, and keep doing that until they disappear. Once they disappear, stop. It's like the old system where you under tension rocking the key to get impression marks. Same deal. Once you stop getting impression marks, just stop and go on to the next binding pen. Yeah, so when you do that, you get a mark. Just so you fold down till the mark disappears, and go on to the next mark, which is highlighted, and until you get a working key. So yeah, it's not a like a gun where it flicks up and down. It drags the tool, when you pull the trigger, drags the key out under tension, torque, and yeah, leaves a smudge mark or impression mark on the following edge or the trailing edge of the key cut. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, mate. Yeah, better be quick. It's nearly 100 degrees here today. It's not too bad, but it just doesn't. The camera's not very happy with the heat. Yeah, it's a couple of little scores off flea bay. This is one bid, and that was the other bid. This one I got it for the sole reason, because it's a 247. It's a genuine, super hard shackle, 6 pin. Yeah, it does work. Key retaining, of course. Yeah, I'll get that up to. The shack was pretty nice, so that's good. So I'll get it up to new brass again to get it to look like it did back in the day. But that's me. I don't, patina's not my thing, as you probably know. This is the other one. This is 1970s or very early 80s, probably. 234, the old fat bodied 234. It's got the patent number on it, so it's brass as well. So done well there. Good score. Yeah, no one bid on these. Just I'm not. Yeah, that's with a genuine key too. Yeah, I was surprised no one bid on this one, but yeah, I was the only bidder, so happy days, I suppose. Yeah. The other one was just old school, old style design, old style extrusion, 245. Yeah, probably late 70s, probably, maybe early 80s. But yeah, still functional. Again, it's going to be refurbished, put a new shackle on, or not a new shackle, but I'll get that re-chromed. I'll talk about that in a minute. I've actually inquired about that. And the other one was the actual 6-pin hardened shackle. It's not the chrome one, it's the old, I don't know, the old workhorse type shackle back in the day. Yeah, it's on a JA restricted plug, so. And I think I was only one bidder, I think, from memory, so I don't know. Maybe these don't interest people, but this does, yeah, JA, that doesn't interest me. I could quite happily just take that plug out and put a C4 6-pinner. It's either either of me. Yeah, so what I did notice is a longer body. I know this is a one-off thing. It's a bit weird. I've never seen them this long. I mean, that's a 247 6-pin. You don't get them any longer than that. But obviously, that's what I thought. But look at there's a difference there. Yeah, probably 5mm in length. So I don't know. Maybe that was a special extrusion or length back in the day for the JA or MLA systems. Yeah, not sure. But that was the last of the 245s anyway. Tell well the actual extrusion shape. Same with that one too. That's the last of the of those before they went to the 234 45s and stuff like that with the repinnable removable core. Yeah, that's an earlier extrusion, as you can see the different design. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so that's what I got. I've still got one weight coming in. I should be here tomorrow or early next week. That's that 239 50mm laminated. Yeah, 5-pin it should be, but we'll see. Well, that's the impression I got. That's why I bid on it. So, well, if it's not what it is, then yeah, I don't know what to, send it back maybe. Who knows? Although I might keep it anyway. We didn't pay too much for it. I think Pocket Woman's bidding on me. I didn't realise that was Pocket Woman bidding. So if I knew that, I would have just backed off and let her, go for it, as I do with Funky. And I'm pretty sure he reciprocates that same gesture. I mean, if he knows my sort of handle on flea bay, so if he sees me up there bidding, I'm pretty confident he would he'd back out. And likewise, if I see his handle up there, I don't get involved with it. I let him in. That's the sort of agreement, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So that's it for this. With the shackles too, I did take a couple of the shackles down to that electroplater, the chromer. It's Clemsic there on North East Road, and yeah, Don said $8 back in, that was years ago. So he said, he's quite happy to do it. He said if you want me to, refurbish the shackles to the condition where they're going to be acceptable for chroming, he could do that and chrome them for $25 each, which is pretty fair. That'll be doing all the hard work, getting that linished and wire brushed up to as smooth as possible for its age anyway, and then chrome it for 25. But he said, if I can do it myself, which I will, put that on a heavy brush grinder, get them smooth as a baby's bum. He said $8, $8 each. So I can't argue with that. That's pretty good, $8. So that's what I'm going to do. Get all these shackles out. Not so much that one. That's a genuine. That's brass. Actually, might even keep that as it is. So everything's genuine about it. I don't want to start finishing it off. Cause, yeah, sort of detracts from the brass shackle. So this one, as escapes, is going to escape my my torment, my refurbishment torment. So, but the rest of the, all these shackles are coming out and getting re-chromed. Yeah, so that's the deal with that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Until next time. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I still forget to write things down. What I have on my mind, but I always forget. So anyway, that'll do for now. Till next time. I might go through some old. Where is it? Yeah, some old flyers and brochures from back in the day. There's some bits and pieces I found that were brand new back in the day, but I never used them. I've only found them been digging in a few boxes, and obviously bought stuff for jobs I've never used, and they've been left there. But new old stock, you could say. But anyway, until the next time, take care and goodbye.